Well, hello and welcome to Beggy TV version 3. This is actually just a really quick one, looking at what you can do with Google Forms, and just showing you really quickly how you can put together a form that can help you out in gathering data and then going about the analysis of that data. Now, you've all seen before in various forms the classroom walks and talks. So there's the questions where you build it, etc. You can see all of that. Your responses and the response data that you get will flash up, and there's the the data that you're getting from the responses, the dates, the learning intentions, how they're doing. So the responses from the walks and talks. And interestingly then, you've also can preview the form, what the form looks like when I'm filling it out. Fairly simple, simple form, whatever you might want to put in that. One of the great things about it though, if we go back to the questions, is what you're able to do. You'll notice that in the settings function, you can look at limiting responses. You can look at what the respondents can actually see after they submit. They can actually see what's there. You can look at it as a presentation, and of course you can make it a quiz or quizzes if you want to do something entirely different, and with a class or something like that. But there's lots of things that you can do. The other great thing that you've got is you have the opportunity to put add-ons on. And these are just some of the add-ons that I've got. And what you're able to do, if we go up here, is what creates a table from the results that we've got. So you can have a look there, just presenting the information in a slightly different way. But it's all there for you to have a look at. How do you know you're doing well? It just looks at words, etc., that give you a hand in delivering the information, just in a different way. Really interesting. Where do you go for help? Top results at 18 are saying they go to their teachers. My friends, is 9. My teacher generated resources, and you can see there what went with the teacher, my teacher, and that's the stuff that informs us about what we're doing. So how do we actually create these? Really simply, go into Google Drive or New, and we go to over here, and then Google Forms, and you get given a blank. You give it a title. It could be, let's say we're going to do something on. We want to do a mental health self-assessment. Okay, something fairly simple. We put it in the description. This is a student self-assessment to examine feelings of well-being, safety, and positivity. It'd be good if I could actually spell. Fairly simple. And then question 1, we write whatever the question might be, and then you'll notice over here we've got a choice of what sort of answer would we like the student to give. It's a short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, a drop down, a linear scale, multiple choice grid, whatever it might be, and then you put in your labels, and then you can make it a required question. You've also then got the opportunity of putting what the description of it is underneath the question if you need to give more information. So it's a really simple process. We make it a multiple choice grid. Require one response per row as example. You can then duplicate the question if you'd like, and they do it again, and then obviously you can type in something else. Okay. And let's make this one, it's a checkbox, and you just put in your options. Second option, further options, and go again. And then again you can decide, okay, description of the question. You can put in, you want to shuffle the order that the questions get asked in perhaps. You can add then another question just by going to this section here, adding questions, adding titles, adding an image, so you can put images in, you can put videos in, and you can add a separate section if you want to go through section 1, section 2, section 3. So it's a really, really easy process to create a simple table, and then what you end up with is anything, any one of these. I'll look and pick up another one that I've done previously. If here's a student mental health. So here's a student mental health self-assessment that I did previously. And then we can go, you'll notice there's over 500 responses. Go view responses. And you actually get the exact responses that were recorded by students. Or alternatively, you can go to responses and get the summary of responses. And this is where the really good data is. So as you can see, 600 responses. So looking then at what sort of data we get, what are the numbers around what are kids saying, how are they feeling at school every day. Really, really good stuff. In the classroom and my academic studies, I feel confident, successful, intelligent, dumb, brilliant, frightened. And you're looking at these and saying, well, how well are we doing? Most days at school when I arrived. So it's just really good data that you can then work with. Okay, great stuff for teachers. Look at this feedback that you can deliver to teachers about the job that they're doing with their kids. Care about me, interested in me. Okay, these sorts of things. Obviously, it was when I was at Nudgee, I did this in my PC classroom, I feel. So, and that's what you want. Okay, again, but if there's 5 kids feeling ostracised, we're not doing our job as well as we could. So look, that's just a really brief introduction to how you can use Google Forms and the value that they are.